Well, yeah, it arrives via DHL, and this is pretty much what the box looks like. I'm not gonna put you through the pains of a one-handed opening, so I'm just gonna take these stickers out and carry on with the video. This is what the stickers look like. I'm going to show you how I designed them, just roughly, just a quick video to show you how easy it is, but they came out really sweet. It's my second kit that I've got on my bike. The previous one held really well. It protected my plastics really well, and my bike looks good. It's not too busy. It's not too many logos and things on there, so it's a bit of a longish video, but it kind of shows you the strengths of the designing app that they have. It's a little online designing app that's pretty great, so stick with me and I'll show you how to put some of this greatness onto your bike. I think it's a great idea to personalize your bike. Hello everybody, and this is just a quick video on having your own decals made. This is not an instructional video, it's just a, did you know you can do it, and how I made mine, more or less. Just so you can see that there's other options out there as well. I really don't like the standard options you can put on your bike for decals. Factory is nice, but I like more decals on my plastics, so they tend to last longer for that. Again, the site I'm going to use is Motorcal. You see, Motorcal is a online, they got this cool little online designing app that you can just make your own plastics, or not plastics, your own decals, which is pretty cool. I'm probably going to at some stage end up calling them stickers, because yeah, where I'm from we call them stickers. Now you'll see this is what their main website looks like. I'm just going to start my design right there. Now I'm gonna roughly go through what the process I went through to design my decals, but I'm not gonna go through a 100% instructional. If you guys really want that, then I'll do that in detail and show you how I got to my decals. But I'm also gonna design a decal now that is not currently on my bike, but I'll show you what mine looks like and how it arrived and everything, and then you can get in a better idea. Alright, so I'm going to do a motorbike decal. Fortunately I ride Yamaha, and I think I just upset a lot of orange people here. YZ250, YZ250X. Yeah, there we go, there's a plain YZ. I was scrolled a little too fast. Yep, that's it. I do not race for any of these. I'm a weekend warrior, and I'm proud to say it. So build kit, so this is basically, if you add your where you're from and your race number and your name, it'll add those things in the kit automatically as well. But I don't want my name on there, nor do I have a race number, so I'm not too worried about that. And there we go, there's your layout for your bike. Seems like my internet's a little slow today. Alright, and this is the pre-design they give you. I'm just going to go very quickly. Let's just have a look. Let's go into the fender, the rear fender. I'm going to edit the rear fender. Now, I've done some designing before, so I kind of understand layers. If you don't understand layers, it can be a little difficult, but it's a basic concept. You have a picture on top of a picture on top of another picture, and the one that's on top gets preference for what shows, and if the picture below it is a little bit bigger, it will stick out. So you got to think like that. If you think like that, then it's actually really easy. Also, you can select certain layers. I'm going to select the strip 9. That's already selected there. Now I want to get rid of it, and let's say I want to get rid of that. Let's see, what's this? Oh, that's, so you can see the shape here. That is this shape over here. I want to get rid of that. Let's see what I'm left with. Okay, can you see how they built this thing? So we're getting rid of the layers from top to bottom now. There's that shape that was superimposed over that thing. Let's get rid of that. Now we can see the shape of the entire rear fender, and they colored this rear fender black. So let's say I want to do it white. I want to make this rear fender white. You see, so we still have this on top of it. Let's get rid of that. Now we have a white fender. My plastics are white that I ordered now. So I'm going to design stickers that go on white plastics. You've got to keep that in mind as well. I like to park my bike in front of me and have a look at it so the lines make sense, because you don't want to do a tank decal and then your side number plate decal and then nothing really lines up. You can't edit them individually thinking that, oh, this is a nice design and that's a nice design. All right, so let's say I want to put a Yamaha decal right there. So at this stage, the sticker they're going to print or the decal they're going to print is going to be, this whole thing is going to be white. I must remember to indicate with my mouse, because I was pointing at it with my hand, remembering that there's no camera here. And now I want to just put a nice little Yamaha decal on there. So I'm going to add graphic over there. I'm going to try and not have it be an unnecessarily long process. It already knows that I have a Yamaha, so it has this little tab here that I can choose. Okay, I want Yamaha decals. Now it has everything Yamaha here. There's all these different shapes and things I can put on here. But for now, I just want to put a Yamaha decal. I don't think I want to go for a long. I just want to go for one of those round, those tuning forks. That's kind of what I got in mind, or have in mind. English is my second language, as you've noticed. Let's just do that one. Boom, there we go. So I'm going to move this. Well, it's already centered, so I'm not going to drag it down with a mouse, because I might just drag it off center. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit my down. Why is it doing that? Oh, okay. Hit down with my mouse. I'm going to place it where I want it. Now, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. Adjustment smaller, adjustment bigger. And then also I can change the angle, but I'm not going to change the angle right now. You can change so you see that anti-clockwise or clockwise. You can rotate it. You can also bring your layer, your current layer forward, higher up or lower down, so that it's below or above something else. I think I'll show you now. If I get into shape, I'll add a new thing. And while I do that, I just want to explain to you guys the reason why I prefer designing my own decals. I don't like busy decals. I'm not sponsored by 78 different sponsors. In fact, the only sponsor that I have is myself. It's cool having the things that you put on there, like an NGK spark plug and whatever. That's one of those. I put them on there because I like the way the logo looks. But having like a string of logos running down the back here, I think if I go to an Enduro and I have all these pretend sponsors here, you got to be able to ride like you have those sponsors. I don't. So I don't put them there. Also, I don't like what it looks like. I think it's just too busy. I like a clean space, a clean workspace. Everything needs to be nice and ergonomic, and therefore, I'm just going to interrupt myself. I'm going to get rid of this Yamaha tab. I'm just going to put like a shape on for you guys, just to show you what it looks like. No, let's rather go for a pattern. Now, if I didn't take this shape off that was there, it would have had both patterns and shapes in there, and then your list of things get a lot shorter. So you can make it shorter if you want to. Now, let's say for argument's sake, I just want to do a cool camo kit. I'm going to do this whole thing camo. You see this camo here is a little bit small. I'm going to go back to my adjustment thing here, and now I'm going to make it bigger. So I'm just going to drag this tab big. Okay, it's pretty big now. I'm just going to rotate it a little bit so that it will cover the whole thing, and then I'm going to move it up a little bit. See, it wants to go a little bit bigger, so I don't want, you've got to be careful so you don't have these too big, and too ostentatious. You still want to, but there we go, that looks pretty cool. But now you see my Yamaha logo. I lost my Yamaha logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this layer that's on top, I'm going to drop it down one. It says send backwards, bring forwards. I'm going to just send it backwards, and boom. it's now below my Yamaha decal. It's not a good color to go over that. Let's just click on this and see if I can change the color. Yes, I can. White is not doing too well either. The black actually looks a little bit better. Maybe I should make it a bit bigger. No, that doesn't work. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to use this design anyway, so I'm just to show you more or less what they could look like. Now I don't like this layer, so I want to change it to something else. We're back to our shapes, or patterns at least. Let's have a look. These work pretty good for shrouds. That's actually quite cool. So let's go out and let's do a shroud quickly. I'm going to have different designs all over the place, but I just want to show you the possibilities. Let's do a shroud. Okay. Let's try this one. So there's a bunch of stuff happening underneath here. I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, now I'm getting more. Let's get rid of that line there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the 7 that I changed. Oh, okay. So I'm going to make this a little bigger. Let's drag it out. Look at that. That's pretty, like, that gives you a bit of a stock feel, you know. It looks a little bit more stock if you're into that. Colors are all wrong for Yamaha, but I'm okay with that. See, this has got a little bit more of an angular feel to it. You could possibly even go a little smaller on that. Because it's black in the background and there's a lot of black in this, you can get away with, look at that. Let's try something different. Let's try a different design. Now it asks you, do you want to mirror that to over to that? So let's just show you what that looks like when I do that. So it automatically changes that into a mirror. Now it doesn't mean that your design left and right will look identical, because sometimes your left shroud is a different shape to the right hand shroud. So you need to then maybe make a few adjustments just to get them to look the same. But also on the other hand, you never really look at the bike from both angles the same way. Once you go through them, and I'm not going to try and show you all of it, but let's just take for instance a shroud design that's a little bit more abstract. I'm looking at this thinking, how could it be more abstract than this? I look at this as an alternative. It's pretty cool. Or the old school Yamaha. That's pretty cool. I like that. So you can have an old school Yamaha look if you design everything in like yellow, white and black, while still having your white plastics, well for me. And then later, if I'm tired of that look, I can just design different decals, because it's actually fairly well priced. And this is pretty much my third kit that I've ordered. Let's look at, these are quite cool. Look at that. So I'm gonna mirror that. And then I'm gonna just make, I'm gonna make this the same. To change it to that. Maybe drag it a little smaller. Oh no, okay. It wants to be big. It definitely wants to be big. Alright. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's sweet looking. I think I'll end up with something like that. You see, it's still not 1,000 things written on it. You know, it's still pretty basic. But you can now go check out. I'm just going to quickly go and show you what mine ended up looking like. Let me see if I can find it. Another thing worth mentioning is this is what the photo looks like when that they send to you, a stock photo. As soon as they've printed your decals, they take a picture and they send it to you and say, all right, it's ready for shipping, and then they ship it off. It took from the moment I paid on a weekend. So if that Monday, they started working at it. It took about 2 weeks to get to my doorstep. I think they ship from Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. I think this company is Ireland based, and it's pretty good. I'm used to waiting a lot longer for things from China, and so not that you'll find anything in China right now, because we've got some problems there at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much what that looks like. My kit, when I did the order, I'll find that quickly. Alright, there we go, guys. That's what my design looks like. This is what I designed for my motorbike. I didn't need more decals than that. You'll see these light outlines of what I didn't take. I'll just leave that for now. And I was lucky enough to have hit them right at the time where there was a 25% discount code. So if you are not in a big rush, design your decals along and sit around and wait for them to launch a discount. So whenever there's like a public holiday, like a Christmas or Black Friday or anything like that, they have little specials that they run. The big 20% discounts, they only come around once a year, so you're lucky if you hit them. But I would always just have a design ready for my bike, and when something like that pops up, then you go ahead and buy it, unless you really need your decals quickly. See, this is what my fender design looks like, a front fender, and I went for a bit of a stock look. This is a alternative logo for our company, CNW Adventures. And then I like the Motul and the NGK. That's, looks nice. And there's the back. Yeah, and I'll show you a picture as soon as I've installed this on my bike. I'm not going to do an installation video because there are plenty of those out there, and I don't think the world needs another one. But I'll just show you what it looks like when I'm done. If you don't want to design your own, they do have designers that can do it for you. But then again, also I suppose you can get that done a little bit more locally as well. I just like having creative freedom over my own stuff. I don't like it, my stuff's so busy. And also I find that a lot of designers have their ideas of what a thing should look like, and it's very difficult to get them out of that chain of thought. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm sure there's probably others that can do it as well. I'm just showing you what I did, and if you didn't know about the option, voila.